Today I'm sharing a journal that I recently finished. It's been in the works for a while. And this one has one of those padded envelopes that I covered with this um, pretty looking orange floral fabric. And the inside of it, I covered with handmade textured paper, and I sewed it all around and put pockets on either side so that you can put journals in and out of it. And so this was for a 9 by 6 journal, and I had made a bunch of these and, hand sewn them with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And then they were mostly undecorated, and I sold a few, and I still have a few available that I'm going to list in my Etsy shop of the undecorated inserts that I'm using here, but I went ahead and decorated one, and, this cover is all has that crinkly sound, and I really like it. And so then I put a piece of elastic around the center, elastic lace around the center. It's just as an extra way of holding it in, although it's pretty snug in the pockets, so it doesn't really move around, which I do like when I'm working on it. And I made a writing board that you see on the inside pocket there. It fits so that it'll just slip in to that um, pocket. These inserts look nice on a shelf as well, if you wanted to take them out and refill it with a different one that you're currently working on. And in the center, I have a vintage note card that has the flower of Michigan on it, which is very cool. And so I included that vintage bit in it. And the back pocket has other pockets in it, and it has some of those, um, die cuts from 49 and Market, one of my favorite companies. I love what they do with their stuff, and I had, um, taken a little index card and made a tab for, more space for notes, and the cover has, um, part of a collage masterboard that I, cut and put on the front, and I'm just showing you how I use my writing board. You just because the journals are so lumpy that I find these are essential if you wanna, if you're writing in your journal, it makes it a nice solid surface underneath. And, this is a little bag of ephemera that I'm including, and I probably will add more before I mail it. And, I slip it into the back pocket here. At one point, I did try to put it in there's a bag page in the middle, but I think I like it better in the back pocket. So whoever gets the journal will get a bunch of ephemera that they can add throughout the journal. Themselves. And so then it fits really nicely back in that front pocket of the insert journal. And this is another little pocket on the front page made out of burlap. This is textured paper, my mind's eye paper that I just love. It's the nearest I think I've ever seen of paper being like fabric. It's just really nice. And then that's tissue paper and some vintage map. And this is a little interactive slider that I made during the 100-day project. If you were following along, you'll recognize it from there. And so that's fun to have a little piece like that. And then this one is kind of the same thing, but it doesn't slide. I just put it in there as a holder for that piece of paper. And this is one of my digitals, and it's a little bench, and a spot for you to write. And Tim Holtz, you gotta love this paper. I hoard it, but I put it in here and I just slipped it over this vintage ledger page and clipped it. So another spot where you can write, but you can also clip things in, which I can never have enough of those in my journals. I put little mementos or sometimes receipts or whatever it is that's going on that day. I love a little spot to clip things in. And coming up, this is another one of my journals, and I just made a pocket out of it and put a little piece of watercolor paper with the image on it and a tab, and of course, a teacup. You usually see a teacup somewhere in my journals. This is a paper bag page, and it has a spot for, I put a bingo card in there and from a digital that I bought from someone, I forget who. But yeah, and so it fits in there, and I will be putting more ephemera in that before I pack it up and send it. I'm always quite generous with my ephemera to put it in. And here again is that card, that vintage Michigan card. And um I will put a text overlay of the flower. I think it's a Mayflower or maybe an apple blossom. I don't know. I'll check it out. I should know that, but I'm forgetting at the moment. And here's the other side of that paper bag. Again, another spot to put ephemera in, and I do try to put the bag of ephemera and it sticks out too much. So I didn't. I changed my mind and put it in that back pocket. This is vintage book page and just a little camera thing and a guest check that you can decorate or write on. And another um, digital that I actually don't have for sale at the moment. I made a bunch of them for a spring journal that I made for a friend, and I've been meaning to list them in case somebody's interested, but I haven't done it yet. There's are just not enough time in the day for all the ideas that we have. Um, this is a pretty little bag of more ephemera that there's some vintage pieces, and this is some washi tape stickers that little labels that you can write dates and stuff on, which I always like those as well. These are little tags and circles made out of book page, some ribbon, vintage ribbon that I had in my stash that I kinda like those colors with this journal, and, um, yeah, just some little bits of things. This is fabric that with the embroidered circles on it, a vintage card, and another vintage book page. I love that basket. I wish I had that basket, actually. Um, and then this is another little cluster that I had made. And some bits and bobs, and a mini book, uh, vintage page, which I love the feel of it. It's the patina on it is really, really nice on it. That color I thought of the book page really went well with this journal. And some words in that khaki color that also I think goes well with this journal. So that's one little pack that you'll be sure to get with this, and I'll be adding more as well. And so then back to flipping through the rest of the journal. That's a vintage image, and I covered this envelope with a napkin and I made it into a flip out. This is a part from my one of my master boards and another 49er market paper. They have such thick, nice paper and with a little tab on it to put as an insert into the envelope. So there are lots of pockets and flip outs and tons of spots to journal or add pictures or whatever you like to do with your journals. And I'm hoping to be able to have a bunch of these 9 by 6 journals that can be used by themselves or as inserts in my Etsy shop or on my website. I find they're really handy and I don't decorate them. I just leave them blank and then they're not as expensive and then it gives you have a blank slate to start with. And then, it's a pretty standard size because you can fold over a letter size paper and it fits quite nicely in these books and the covers too. A lot of people make them this size. This is another flip out with some I have a vintage page there on the other side, and then it flips out, and I made a hidden bookmark here or a paper clip, and I decorated it with a glossy paper glaze that gives it that wet look, that 3D look, which I really like, and it just flips over the top. I'm very shaky today, so that's sorry. I find it hard to watch. Um, and another pocket and another one of these stickers and rub-ons from 49 and Market on this page with more of the mind's eye textured paper, and you just clip it in with that hidden paper clip. Then there's just more of the vintage map and more of the tissue paper and rub-ons from, again, 49er Market. I had bought some of their fabric tape, that black and white tape is their fabric tape, and, yeah, I was quite happy when I got that order, and I find lots of uses for it. So that's it. That's the journal, and, I do have another one I'm putting in and maybe a few more, and then late September, I have a friend who does, a a local sale of with artists and stuff at her house, and I usually take whatever journals haven't sold to that sale. I had planned to take them to a sale that I went to. It was a church bazaar type thing, and I was gonna take some of my journals there, but I didn't. Took a bunch of altered composition books instead, and, um, the folks there really liked them, and so I my friend had asked me to save journals for, her her show or her sale or whatever, this fall, so I kept them. I'll keep them for that. If they don't, if they don't sell, if they sell, well, I'll have to make some more, which is never a problem. That's always a fun thing. So thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm just a little bitty channel, but I recently made it to 83 subscribers, which surprises me. I'm fairly new at this, but I'm really trying to make it to 100 subscribers. So if you can subscribe, if you are interested in this kind of content, I would really appreciate the support, and I always love to hear your comments, and if you can give me a like, that's great too. So have a great day.